Yo, what's happening guys? Welcome back to Tokimotive. I thought I'd just chuck the camera on while I unbox these because I've never bought new seats before, so I'm pretty excited. A lot bigger of a box than I expected. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I ordered 2 Bride Rep fixbacks off a place called Crank Motorsport, and these ones are ADR approved, so they're good for rego and clearing defects in Australia. So, well, they are actually really nice. It's nice. Got kind of like a little suede sort of bit. Oh god. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna get that. They come with extra hardware. It's written on the seat and they supply paperwork stating the test and that it's approved. So do they get the seal of approval? They're alright.
It's a little bit harder to see.
Oh, the face. Oh,
Bye.
alright, bye.
I don't enjoy.
Why?
Look, it makes my head sit up.
They'll,
Sit like this. I gotta sit like this.
they'll sit back a bit more in the car.
Oh, on an angle.
Yeah. Okay, so the Daytonas, I didn't have to chop off the factory parts for the seat that held the top part, because the top part mounts on the side on the factory seats. And if we go over here to the Bride I had fitted in, you can see all I've had to do is cut that piece off. That kicks up to the side. There's also a little bit that's pressed that kicks up there that you got to shave down to fit the seat properly. That's how I fitted it to the other one. So I'm going to pull them apart, measure up the spacing of the rails quickly, and then try to fit them up to the new bucket seats on the bench. Alright guys, so I've kind of worked it out, what I'm going to do. With the factory rails, the outside seat bracket is offset, as you can probably tell there. That hole is where the seat bolts to, and that's where it bolts to the rail. The other one is basically on top of each other. So that works perfect for me wanting to bolt it down on the rails themselves, so the seat sits at, oh, whatever that is, that 20-30 mil lower. So really, all I've got to do is I've drilled out holes right on the edge of this bracket, and that gives me enough to get the right spacing of the rails. I haven't, this side's just pushed over as far as it can go. Now it's drilled right on the edge, and all I'm going to have to do to get this to sit full way down is I'll chuck a washer on each end of this. That'll make up the difference of what that plate is, so that it all sits and bolts down tightly without bending this bracket. I'll drill a hole for this, which I've got marked out there, because I think that dimply dog fucking thing right there, that holds on the seat adjuster, so I'm not going to grind that off. I'll just shave off this little fucking bumpy tab here, because that's not really doing anything. And then with this, because of the way the seat adjuster works, is the wire pulls on that. So I can just cut this whole top off. So I'm just going to shave that whole top off, and then this should just bolt up, bolt in the car, slide, work, perfect. So I'm going to fucking pull this down, do all the stuff with drilling the hole and whatnot. I'll throw you on a time lapse for that, and yeah, hopefully that works, and it should just be the same thing for the driver's side. And I think the seating position is going to be really nice, so I'm just going to rip into it because I've procrastinated this for 2 nights now, so yeah. passenger one's fitted, it works fucking perfect. Like slides back and forth. Now that, and the seating position's really good, I might just drop the back of the seat one notch on the adjustments on the L brackets to just get that sort of better feel and better clearance for helmets and, you know, for Cat's big hair. But anyway, I'm going to do the same thing for the driver's one, which the rail setup's exactly the same, just opposite. So we cut those little tabs off, as you would have seen, and you offset the outer rail as far as you can along the L bracket, which is about 20 mil, which is about the difference between the difference in offset of the rails anyway. So it works pretty perfect. You just drill your holes right on the edge. So I'll bang this on time lapse all over the place. I've been trying to do this over a couple of nights. So I'll do all of it on the workbench and then slap it all together over here, get it in the car, and then get it mod plated. So I'm gonna crank up the music, I'm gonna crack into that, and see you at the end. What I've fucking done, trimmed back too far along where the spring is and trimmed the spring off. I just tried to bend it and reshape it and have had no luck, ended up snapping the end off again. But it's meant to be, it hooks through this hole there, and then you put tension on it and drop it in through that hole, and that kind of holds this back in position. I don't have a spare 31 one here, so I'm just gonna have to try and remake it out of something. Alright, so I fixed it. I just cut up the crossover piece of wire that links the two rails from one of the 33 seats. I cut it up and bent it to shape. So got it in there. And it's a lot stronger. It's thicker steel than the other one, and I may have bent that angle a little bit too aggressive. It's very tight. I'm hoping that the tension will still be okay for it to work with the lever on the other side properly. If not, I'll have to remake it again, but being spring steel, you can only sort of really bend it once or twice before it snaps. And you can't bend it back and then bend it a different angle. It will snap. So I think it'll work. So I'll fucking modify the L brackets now to the other rail and start putting it together. My hair looks fuzzy in this light. Alright, well, I'm beyond stoked with the seats. I absolutely love them. But I got it mod plated and they're comfy as. I'm gonna drop the back of the seats down just to make it more comfortable because I find my head sitting a bit far forward. I think it's like the dreads and stuff like that, but minor things. Anyway, they're really high quality and they're really sturdy in the car. But yeah, once again, I'm editing last minute for this video. So anyways guys, if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like and drop a comment down below, all that good stuff. Anything we can do to get the algorithm to like us. But anyways guys, I'm not going to keep you for any longer. And as always, thank you guys, appreciate yous, and I'll see you on the next one.